is a video out of Driggs making the rounds online, and because it's getting a lot of eyes on it, we wanted to focus on the question that the video has raised. Can a business owner kick you out because they disagree with your political beliefs? The confrontation happened at a coffee shop in Driggs. It centers around a group opposed to the reproductive rights initiative that will be on Idaho's ballot this November. The video has since gone viral, with plenty of people online debating whether what happened was legal. So we took that question to an Idaho attorney. This is the video here. It was posted online by Christian Hawkins, the president of Students for Life of America. It shows a confrontation inside Idaho Roasters. Now, according to Hawkins' post, members of the group were gathering at the coffee shop while working to build a campaign against Idaho's Reproductive Freedom and Privacy Act. If you remember, that is the initiative Idaho voters will see November 3rd. If it is passed, the measure would create a new state law protecting the right to make private reproductive health care decisions, including abortion up to fetal viability and in medical emergencies. The group opposes that initiative, and in the video, a man identified by Hawkins as the business owner confronts the group and tells them to leave.
I said everybody is welcome, but I said I don't want this group meeting here.
Sir, we're just meeting for the first meeting.
I don't care. Go to the public library. This is my place of business.
But I thought this was like, we come here all the time. We just already bought our food and stuff.
That's fine.
But you're kicking us out of your... We're just
Did I make it very clear that I did not want you here? Yeah, I did a lot of work to get people on the ballot so women would have the right to choose in the state of Idaho. And this is something I do not support, nor does my wife, and it's our business. So we have that choice.
So you're kicking us out. You're kicking out me and Bear, who's starting this group, and you're going to kick us out.
It's like if the KKK asked to meet here, I would say no.
So you think pro-lifers are like the KKK? Is that what you're saying?
In my world, it's the same. It's the same sort of concept.
That is so beyond hard.
As with most things you see online these days, there's a lot of opinions about that exchange. But we wanted to separate the politics from the legal question. A coffee shop is a private business, but it's also what the law calls a place of public accommodation. And there are rules about when a business can and cannot refuse to serve someone. So we asked former Idaho Attorney General, Dave Leroy, do political beliefs fall under those protections?
The 1964 Civil Rights Act, a federal law, the Americans for Disabilities Act, a federal law, require that you cannot discriminate in a public accommodation, including restaurants, for race or religion or national origin or disability, but they do not cover political beliefs or party leanings. And so a restaurateur in this situation can ask someone to leave for political beliefs, even though he could not do so for any of the protected classes.
So Dave Leroy says if the reason someone is being asked to leave their political position rather than one of those protected characteristics, that is legal. And it doesn't necessarily matter whether the person operating the business owns the building or just leases it.
These are politically charged times, not only for people who vote, not only for people who organize groups, but certainly for business owners as well. And within a certain range of political opinions, the business owner's opinion is protected as well.
Now, he told us a decision like this could certainly have consequences with customers, especially in a small community, but that doesn't necessarily make it illegal. So legality and whether something is good for business, two different questions. What could cause possible action in maybe small claims court could be if they didn't get their food or drinks or weren't refunded for it. But that's a lot different than a civil rights violation. So that's your answer there. And despite the opinions on this interaction and what it's drawn, this is your reminder that the Reproductive Freedom and Privacy Act will go before Idaho voters on November 3rd. So if you ask us here on the 208, that's a pretty good place to take your opinions.